Welcome to Starfield and 22 tips and tricks for advanced players. In addition to our 25 tips and tricks, we spent a few more hours in the game and have 22 new ones for you. And we are sure that you didn't know some of them yet. Tip 1 is the navigation system when you choose a mission and open your scanner. This way you always get to the destination. Tip 2 is the fast travel function from the menu. This means that you can travel fast directly from the mission menu without having to search for a planet on the map for a long time. Tip 3 is to use your donkey, because your companions can carry different items for you and have a lot of capacity for this. However, you cannot overload them. However, avoid overloading and continue to travel fast. And a little bonus tip. Give your companion good equipment, because it is much more powerful. Especially if you give him good weapons. Keep an eye on the magazines that you can find everywhere. These partly improve your value significantly. Tip 5 is to sleep regularly. Because for 24 hours of in-game sleep you get a 10% XP bonus. Every time. For tip number 6 you have to go to Aquila City. However, this is much more about a bug or glitch. If you go to the shop in front of Shepherd's shop and take a closer look at the puddle, you will get access to its inventory. And here we not only find a lot of credits and ammunition, as well as weapons and other items and raw materials for a base building. No, other items can also be found in the inventory. However, you are overloaded many times. You should really collect everything. And again, if you wait a few days, the inventory is completely filled again and you can loot it again. So you really have unlimited access to credits, weapons, ammunition, and everything else. However, this is much more a game bug and should not be exploited if you want to keep the game experience. Therefore, only in brackets a tip. Definitely a tip. Sell your scanner data, which you collect everywhere on the planet, not anywhere, but only at Vladimir. Here you will get by far the best payment for it. Tip 8. You can travel fast by targeting a scanner point that you have already discovered. Tip 9. As soon as you have invested a point in security and you want to break a lock, the matching D-trick combinations will be displayed in blue. That means, if you choose a D-trick, it will show you all the circles where this D-trick would fit. And another tip. Start with the innermost circle. Notice the combinations and turn them as they should be at the end. This way you can notice before using whether the combination ultimately fits. Tip 10. The photo mode. In the menu and under photo mode you can save various screenshots. Here you have countless options to select different filters or backgrounds and pose your character accordingly. And it will be exciting that these screenshots appear in your loading screens. That means you don't see generic ones, but your own. Tip 11. You don't have to use the map to land. In most cases, you can land directly from the cockpit if you fly directly to a target and don't have to call up the map again. Tip 12. Do you want to jump to a self-selected, farther target and can't travel fast? You have to manually extract energy from other systems and supply the grave jump with sufficient energy. Then you also jump to other points that are not fast travelable. Tip 13 we have presented to you extensively in our own video. Use the flight simulator to level your flight skill as quickly as possible. Here it works best. Tip 14. Load your laser before use. Hold down the right mouse button and you have a lot more energy that you can spend. This does not only work with resources that are mined in a few seconds. No, it also works with enemies with more damage. Tip 15. Collect experience points. You can quickly and easily collect experience points by flying to a planet that is clearly above your level. Simply reduce the difficulty level here and use only your laser if necessary so as not to waste ammunition. If the enemies are too difficult for you, look for a planet that is less level above you. This way you will receive not only experience points in the shortest time, but also discoveries and the opportunity to explore other planets. Tip 16. Do not destroy your opponents directly, but enter them and sell your ships. Because with only one skill point in target control systems, you can turn off your opponent's drives. And if the opponent is then unable to move, you can fly close within 500 meters and dock. Subsequently, you kill the enemy on board, sit down in the pilot seat and the ship is yours. And of course you can either use it yourself or just sell it. However, you have to register it for it. And this registration is about 80% of the ship's value, so it is not very cheap. However, you can do this at any port. Just talk to the service technician, register the ship, and then you can either use it yourself or sell it.
Anything I can help you with?
And of course a conversion is also possible. Tip 17. Use your immortality. Because you do take damage if you sprint overloaded, however, this value never drops below the critical level. That means you can keep running indefinitely and sprint again and do not lose the necessary life to die. So you are still close to life, and that permanently. Tip 18. Use your unlimited storage in the lodge. In your room you have a storage box that no one knows the limit to. So you can put everything there. Tip 19 has usually already been talked about. In the basement of the lodge you can already loot this fairly strong armor at the beginning. However, this trick works by aiming between the glass panes, also in other exhibition areas. And there are many more of these in the game. Tip 20. Weld doors open. Because in many buildings you will find these doors, which you can easily weld open with your cutter. So you usually have a back entrance. Tip 21. Sleep on the Venus. Here it is worth setting up a small outpost or just landing somewhere. You can lie down directly in the ship, and from 24 hours of play become 2,400 hours. This is how all traders and all missions reset, and you can do everything again. And tip 22. Do not just show one mission marker, because in the mission menu at the bottom you can display all target markings with the V key. So you see all your missions in every area that are available there, and not just the ones you have just activated. And for more tips, feel free to write me in the comments or visit us in the Discord. Thank you for watching.